Alright, so welcome to yet another round of Challenger League. We are now in round 9, so only this one and then the finale next week to go. And yeah, looking at the standings, it's Gironi leading the championship, 30 points from Rosim. So yeah, Gironi really looking pretty well at this moment, mostly because Rosim missed the round in Sochi. So yeah, he lost quite a lot of points. So yeah, now Rosim certainly has to try and come back. And if Gironi has a disaster for race here, he might have a title fight in the final round, because now the drivers are finishing qualifying for the sprint race, since it's only one lap. And here you go, and it's Kraft starting from pole position. The driver who's set to become the JL champion this season is starting from pole position, and then alongside it's going to be Jake, which would also be a surprise. Then you have Corvid, who's decided to appear today. Is going to be start from third place, and you have Kubo in P4, then you have Kimon Guz and Koetsi, then it's Levi, Gironi, and Warzim starting quite far behind today. Then we have Yuris closing the top 10. Then we will have Suicide, Emma Box, was making his debut today. Then you have Carmona starting from the back. So yeah, let's see. The drift was almost 4 seconds between first and last, although the biggest difference is certainly between P12 and P13. But let's see now. Really big shake up in this qualifying, but yeah, really curious to see what's gonna happen here. And
What a
now,
lap from Pratt. Unbelievable.
yeah, amazing pole for him, and now Andres finally joined, so he's gonna start from the back. So we're gonna have 14 drivers for today, and yeah, now I think we have only two snowflake drivers. Yeah, today there's no Kado. I just noticed that. So that's one less top driver for today. Because of course I think he has retired till the end of the season, then he should come back for the next one. So yeah, it's a bit of a loss from
Check.
from the Push Racing organization. Although Kraft is starting for pole position, he's racing for them today, so certainly a good replacement and a good car, let's say. So right now we're gonna have 12 laps, and we are racing in Brno as we see Kraft starts from pole position. He starts on the inside, which is quite convenient for him. As now we see Kubo and Corvid. Kubo just got pushed wide by Corvid, and really disaster for him. As now we see Kraft extending his lead a little bit at the front, as we see also Jake falling behind as he tries to go for the inside line, and now we have a massive battle for third place. As we see now, Game On goes going wide and getting passed by a good bunch of drivers. As now, oh my god, this is a huge mess up as we see Rosin going too deep into the snow. And actually, I forgot to mention it's the first time we're racing around the snow. As now we see Jake trying to take the lead of the race, but Kraft managed to keep it on the outside. And now he tries to defend it, and he's driving pretty nicely, but he touches the snow on the outside. As now Jake just go over the inside, but he also is gonna touch that snow on the inside. Now he's looking to have some kind of a train of four drivers leading by Kraft, which is quite amazing to be honest. And I think if Kraft wins this one, it should be a really big surprise. Unless it's like last week when we saw Miko leading, but in the end it wasn't actually Miko. So let's see, I would like to believe it's actually Kraft this time. And now we see Jake trying to go for the inside line, and he takes the lead of the race. As we see also Levy really close. Oh, and now I see some lag. Here we go now, Levy will take second place, is now Kraft. Oh, big lag storm. Oh my god. Oh, I think the lag storm has sorted out, and no, it's not. Oh my god. Alright, so I think the lag storm has cleaned up, and now you can see it's Levy now leading this race. Cannot forget he was the winner of the sprint race in the first round in Brazil. As you see now, Kraft and Jake now battling for second place. As we see also Corvid in the mix as well, as now he passes the pro driver. Now we see Jake now trying to hold up to second place. As his team to certainly win the constructors today. As HP would Supposedly you have Julo's the last card to try and take this WCC, but he's not present today, so VAR is certainly looking pretty well to get the constructors title. As right now we see Corvid and Jake going wheel to wheel into these corners. As this is a really technical track, it's so easy to make mistakes, as you can see. Now Kraft is now down in P4. Now we have Kubo, who got a quite messed up start. It was because of Corvid, and Corvid's right in front of him. Let's see what's gonna happen now. We have a quite massive train battling for second place. As we see, it's down until P7 with Turist and Bletchley trying to get closer to that slipstream. But you will see lots of drivers escaping themselves into this snow. As it's really getting really tricky for them to keep themselves on this track. As you see now, Risk going wide and it pushes Bletchley there. And yeah, there's still quite a lot of battling going on. Now it's for third place. This Corby has managed to run away with second place. So that's a really impressive result. Now we see now Kraft trying to go for the inside of Jake, and yeah, it's still a quite massive battle as Kubo certainly trying to recover after that big crash in the turn one. As now we see Kubo now going for the inside of Jake. Gonna go for the move, is now the outside, he touches the snow, Jake will pass him on the outside and Kraft on the inside. Kraft actually doesn't manage to pass him. Now he has Reese right at his back. And yeah, now they're going single file, but Reese makes a mistake and he's gonna push Bletchley out. Now we see Rosie now finally appearing from this race as he now waits for the inside of Reese. And he's taking P5 right now, which is quite crucial because of Journey, who is leading this championship. He's down at P9, but now he has his teammate in front of him. Let's see what Demon will do. And I think, yeah, he's gonna let him pass as we now see this battle now for P5. As you see now Rosin going for the inside. Can he pass the Reese? And he can actually. I think he pushed Reese a little bit wide, but not that much, as now Rosin makes a mistake and Reese will pass him back. And now we still have Kraft now passing him as well as he makes yet another mistake, and now his title rival is right behind him. But now I think Journey goes wide into the first corner and he's gonna lose some of that slipstream. Now we have this three-way battle. It's Reese, Kraft and Rosin now battling for P5. Yeah, but now see Kubo makes a big mistake and Reese will pass him easily on the outside. Now we have Kraft as well trying to make a move, and now Rosin makes a move on Kraft. Quite a sneaky move there, really well done by the German driver. Now he has Kubo right in front, going to turn on, and he's gonna stay behind. Now he actually tries for a sneaky pass on the inside, but doesn't work for him. And now you can see doing some slipstreaming time to get rid of Journey and Kraft. And yeah, see if he can finish quite high in this race. Now it goes up to P5. Now Kubo is certainly connecting now Journey to this slipstream train, but Journey makes a mistake. He's gonna lose it yet again. But Kubo makes another mistake. There's quite a lot of mistakes happening here. We're racing around the snow, so it's really cold, really icy track today, and not even the wets are not enough keep this driver on track. As now we see Rosin and Reese going side by side with each other, and Reese once again was wide and pushes someone else off the track. And yeah, Reese driving not really being the best today. As now we see Rosin now paying that back, and he's not going to take P4 on this race. Meanwhile, we have this battle for second place. It's Corby versus Jake. And this final lap, as Levy just leading quite comfortably. I think Levy couldn't be more relaxed than this right now, as he's just almost finishing the race. He's making the final corners. And so there should be maybe some hope for HP to win the constructors, but now there he goes, Levy making the final corner. He's gonna win the sprint race once again. And Corby, with an amazing performance, is gonna finish second place, and Jake will complete the podium. But now we see Rosim and Reese fighting for P4, and I think that was Rosim taking P4. Then you have Gironi, Kubo, then Graf, Asi, Gletsi, Game on Goose, Andres, then you have Suicide. Suicide, then you have Emma Box, P14. And now we have Carmona finishing the race, because as soon as she finishes, No more need to wait, and here we go. Alright, so Levy takes the win of this race, then Corvi finished second. He takes the fastest lap with 41.37, and he have the vintage aerial drivers third and P4. Then you have
Wait, one fucking question. How did I end up in the fucking lead and win the race?
Like Storm.
Yeah,
That
the
thing.
lag storm was really bad.
That's correct, yeah.
Alright, so continuing this, you have Rosimi P5, followed by Gironi, then we have Kubo, then Kraft, Koletsi, and Gemon Goose. Then it's going to be Andres, Suicide, Emma Box, and Carmona. Alright, so good race. Very chaotic, like I see you guys making quite a lot of mistakes.
I still do not understand how the fuck did I win. I saw the enormous lags. I saw sometimes that I was overtaking Jake. Then again lag. Then I just kept on driving.
Levy.
When I was leading, when the lag storms happened, I had like a gap of ages, and then out of nowhere, like I know it wasn't you, but your car just swiped me off, and I lost like a good 4 seconds. I was like, "What in God's name just happened?"
Levy,
Oh, what?
when we're doing commentary later, please can you say, we're going to have a snow?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
But Cal, that was, I wouldn't even name it victory. It was just luck. I mean, that was one of the most undeserved victories. I mean, seriously.
You ran away like I ran away in Copenhagen. It's very easy to run away on some of these tracks if everyone behind you just battles for the next position.
Yeah,
Is it my internet or is it like the lobby?
And
I
then
think it's Emma.
I got to P3 and then I started committing all those mistakes. And then Corvid ran away as well. So
All right. See you next time.
Yeah, whoever the fuck is making this lag, bro. It says COVID on 350 ping. Like we okay.
Right, so now we are starting qualifying for the feature race. It's now 3 laps and it's gonna be dry. I've been seeing him on Google. Let's watch out other drivers. You see now Rosin just reversing. Now it's Levy up in front. But yeah, let's see who's gonna get the fastest lap. And yeah, I would say now this is a big race for the title fight between Rosin and Gironi. This is the one where they can get the big points. Although it would be quite convenient for them if they can get higher in qualifying, if they're really gonna get some massive points in the championship. I'm pretty sure this sprint racing didn't really change that much. Yeah, now I see Levy making the first lap, it's 30.47. And it's Andre, it's 30.92. Yeah, lots of drivers in the 30s still. No one making a sub 30 laps so far. Which is pretty weird. Now I see Rosin with 29.33, so I think that's the pole position by a quite far margin, I would say. And I have Gironi making 29.87, so I think that's second now. It's Jake with 29.62. Yes, so only 3 drivers so far making a sub 30. That really shows the big skill gap here. We have Kubo, I think, with 30.15. And Levy with the 29.9, and now he's finishing the last lap. Can he improve? And he doesn't. Now Jake improves. No, he doesn't actually. Then we have the drivers finishing. Rosim, yeah, is gonna have a 29.43. And yes, so this time it's gonna be Rosim starting from pole position with a lap of 29.43. Then you have Corvid starting alongside. Then you have Jake and Gironi on the second row. And then they're gonna be followed by Levy and Juris. Then you have Gaemon goes ahead of Kubo. Then you have Kraft starting from pole position, this time only P9. Then you have Andres in P10. Then on the bottom 4 is Suicide, Guetzi, Emma Box, and Carmona.
There's a 3-way tie for second place.
Oh, Okay, so yeah. So yeah, one of these three drivers can can start from second place. Let's see how it's gonna go. It's now gonna have 30 laps to race. Let's see how the strategy are going to be, as there's no rain to run any strategies. So let's see and watch who's gonna win today. Alright, all the drivers are finally ready. Now here we go, the lights will go out and we are racing in Brno once again, as now we see Rosim starting calmly on the inside, as we see Jake following him for second place, and you have Gironi up into third place. Good start for him, as we see now massive battle is Kubo and Levy gets pushed into the snow, as now he's in the middle of this big battle between Gaemon, Goose, Gletzi, Andres, Emma Box, all up there. Is now in the lead of the race, it's still Rosim, as now we see Gironi now in third place. Good start really for him, as now we see Rosie making a mistake now, but still he's keeping the lead from Jake. And now Jake might try to move on the inside, he's going for it and he goes side by side in turn one and he pushes Rosim wide. And Rosim is now down into third place. So let's see now, Gironi and Jake have the hard tires, so Rosim would like to run away from this. And yeah, not really the ideal conditions. Now Corvid is running this battle as well, and he's gotta be careful right now, but they not get pushed. And now Gironi takes the lead of the race. This is really crucial for him, as he could pretty much seal the title today if he can keep a 25-point gap. Actually, 25.8, as now Jake will push him wide and he's gonna get the penalty. And now he's down in Q4, as we see now Rosim taking the lead, as Corvid and Ruris are now completing the podium positions. So Ruris just appearing out of nowhere, now up in a really good position. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Probably Rosim would certainly like to see these two drivers live streaming him. Okay, let's see what will Corvid do. He doesn't have that much experience. They might certainly try and get to the lead, but right now Rosim does look to be running away. Okay, and I think he's doing just that, as now let's see what Ruris do now. He's in third place, following the guy in second. And then he has Gironi and Levy. So Jake just falling even more positions. He's down in P6 right now, as he has Gletzi right behind. Might try to go for the move on inside. He tried it, but didn't really work, as he makes a mistake, and now Goose will pass him. Yeah, look at the front. He's now Ruris trying to go for the inside. He's now on the outside, but he's gonna break a little bit to allow Corvid to stay ahead. And now we see also Rosim losing some time and is now getting caught up by these two drivers in second and third. Now Ruris gonna make a mistake, but Corvid will pass him on the outside. So let's see what will Corvid do, if he can catch up to Rosim or not. I think Rosim is just gaining some distance again. Now he's going to the pits on lap 5. Yeah, but this is pretty early. But yeah, he's pitting already. And now, crucially for him, he might have some clean air if he can stay ahead of Clement Goose and Jake, as Jake trying to go for the inside. He was lagging a little bit, but now he's behind Rosim, so this is quite crucial for Rosim to not lose any time now. To keep himself between Gironi and Levy. As you can see, he's not that far away. For the closest driver he has to worry about is Corbin and Ruiz, who are right behind him. But I'm pretty sure he's going to undercut them. Now we see the Belarus drivers battling each other. It's Gironi and Levy. We have one from Scuderia Carmona and one for the Heritage Performance. And now Rosin is getting really close to them. See right now, making this chicane. Now they're going to the final chicane. But now he makes a mistake. But now Levy tried to go for the sideline. Can he make the move? And yes, he can. He's up into third place. There's now Rosim has Gironi right in front of him, or right behind. There he goes now. Rosim trying to pass the Belarus driver. He's not going to be able to do so right now. Let's see what will Gironi do as he gets pushed into the snow on the inside. Rosim is losing even more time. He's now going to the pits. He's going to be in the Boxer. I thought he would be one of the leaders. But now it's Corvi leading this race as Reese has fallen down a little bit. As now we see Rosim still trying to pass his two drivers. He goes for the inside line. Now can he make the move on Levy? Yes, he can, and Gironi is taking that advantage now to pass Levy. So what a nice move by Gironi. Just using the fact that Rosim is going to the inside to then pass him as well. And so Levy just lost two positions, but let's see, it looks like they lost slipstream from Rosim, so they cannot really get closer to the likes of Reese at Corvette right now. Now they're battling each other now. Oh, now Rosim massive mistake. Giurini Levy will pass him back as we see them going side by side, and Rosim makes another mistake. This has not been a really good drive as we see he's waving a bit, maybe trying to warm up his tires a bit. It certainly must be cold out there with this snow all around. But now we see, oh, another mistake. What is happening with Rosim? The title might be, his title chances might be certainly slipping away, as you can see he's gonna pit again. He's pitting again now, he's going for the hard tires. What the hell he's doing? I just see him like waving right now. And I'm not sure if he was really thinking about the title at this moment, as you can see. Or if he was, I'm pretty sure he is giving up now, because yeah, he's now behind Gironi and he has an extra pit stop. Now we see Jacob into third place. He still had pitted yet after 11 laps, as we see now. He's gonna take the lead of the race, I'm pretty sure, as you can see, just passing Corvette, just leaving the pits with the wrist as well. So this is the battle for the lead now. It's Corvette versus the wrist, as Gironi and Levy undercut, and it really worked that much. As now Wrist gonna make a big mistake, and now Gironi trying to go for the move. He's not able to do it, so right now is now Levy on the outside, and yeah, he's gonna stay on the outside and stay behind actually. And let's see now what can Gironi do. Now Reese has the medium, so maybe he might try slipstream, and now he tries to go for his sideline. Can he do it cleanly? And I think he kind of did it, I think. But yeah, Gironi is now happy to into third place, as now they have Jake who still have to pit, so he might certainly create some chaos here right now, as they might gonna try and pass him. There he goes, Gironi is gonna pass Jake. Let's see now if Jake, yeah, I think Jake let his pass, or he got punted into the snow. Now we see Rosim patting Kubo is just falling down even further. And certainly a bit of a disaster of a race. He started really well, he was leading, but now he's down in P7. Falling Kubo now. But now he's gonna pass him, he's gonna pass Jake as well. Nice double overtake for the Jammer driver. Now up to P5. So now we see Corvette leading to Western Journey, second, and is Reese, Levy, now Rosim, then we have Kubo and Jake. Then we have Kuletsi, Andres, Cameron Goose, and his Kraft, Suicide. Yeah, Kraft this time not really having a good race. They started quite far behind compared to the sprint race. Meanwhile we have Emma Box and Carmona, who after 14 laps is still yet to pit in this race. So going for a really long stint as well. Now we see Rist and Gironi battling for second, but they are still separated. And right now we see Rose now recovering. Now happy to P4. Meanwhile, Jake just painting right now after 15 laps. Yeah, he hasn't painted, but now he's painting. And I'm guessing he's going for a one-stop strategy, which I'm not sure how is this gonna work. But yeah, well, now he has Suicide. Ooh, and I have. Okay, so. Yeah, I think Jake just got quite a massive, quite some massive stutters, as I only saw his car stopping and how he was lagging a little bit. But meanwhile, still Corvette leading the race. Reese is really close and track is just getting closer. Yes, he has the faster compounds. So let's see, throughout time it's gonna be the hards who will start to outperform the mediums. Yeah, we have to think that they pitted at the same time. So let's see what can the Portuguese driver do, as now he's gonna mess up the final two corners, and I think Gironi is already right on his tail. Let's see, can Belarus driver now pass him? No, he's gonna stay behind for now. Yeah, he's keeping calm, but now on the turn exit he's going for the inside line. Can he make the move? And I think he can. He's now happy to second place. great move by the championship leader right now, taking second place from Maurice. As you see now, Rosim in P4 is right behind, trying to get closer to Gironi and Maurice. And these tires will start to get a little bit better. Also, we see Kubo and Coexley, but really close. But right now, I see Ruiz catching up to Ruiz, try to make the move back. You see, but that move didn't really work. Now staying behind, and now this is allowing Rosim to get closer. So this is really important for him. As now Gironi makes a big mistake on Ruiz, he'll pass him now. So Ruiz up into second place. As now Rosim is catch up to the slipstream. And here you go now, they go side by side into turn 2. Can Rosim make the move as he go for the outside and now inside? Can he make it? No, he's still behind. Gironi will still keep the third place. As now Ruiz is running away with this battle. Corby is running away with the lead of the race. It should be really impressive. I'm not sure if this is the first race or the second one. But right now we have this freeway battle. As now Gironi and Rosim will go into the pits. So trying to undercut the race with 10 laps to go. And changing to the hard tires. Now Rosim is gonna pass Gironi in the pit exit. As right now you see Gironi with the inside line and he goes for a little bit of a dive and he keeps the third place. Then we still have Kubo and Coexley as well. It's some battling here, but the one I want the battle that I certainly want to follow is this one. It's Gironi vs Rosim, but Rosim now makes a mistake. As you can see now they're a little bit separated, so let's see. There are not really that many battles happening right now. Yeah, some drivers are pretty close. I see here Kubo and Levy certainly getting really close now. Levy with the slipstream, and he certainly has much better tires, so he should be able to make the move on the Polish drivers. He tried to go for the outside, and there he goes. Levy up into P5. There's Kubo still yet to do his last pit stop. Now we see Ruiz pitting, and now he's going for the soft tires with 7 laps to go, actually 8 laps to go. He's gonna get passed by Levy. Let's see what can Ruiz do. As Rosim meanwhile has catch up to Gironi. I see there might be another battle. I think it's Kemon Luz and Andres. But now there's also this one. It's Gironi versus Rosim for second place. As we see now Rosim going for the inside line. And he makes the move on for second place. Now Gironi down into P3. There's in the meantime Ruiz has passed Levy. Yes, he has much better tires right now. Let's see, the Ruiz tires certainly will be struggling a little bit in the end as he makes a mistake. But still Levy cannot catch his slipstream as he makes a mistake himself as well, luckily, as he's turning too early. There's no Corby, he's going for another pit stop. Oh my god, so Corby is pitting again and he's down in P4. And right in front of him is gonna be Ruiz third. He also is on the softs, but he has older tires too. Now Corby makes a big mistake, and this could actually make Rosim win this race. So if Rosim can win this race, he might still keep the title fight alive mathematically, but I'm not sure if he will have realistic chances of winning. So yeah, so I think for Gironi it's certainly gonna be crucial to keep this second place, but this might not be easy because they have Ruiz with the soft tires and they also have Corvid with the soft tires as well, and they certainly will be looking to catch up to this group at the front in these final laps. But yeah, but in this race in specific, it does look that Rosie might win this one if he can keep it together until the end and not make any mistakes, not allowing Gironi to catch up. So yeah, this is the situation. It's Warzima Gironi with the hard tires and more in front, and then you have Urist and Corvi who pitted later with the soft tires. So they're further behind, but they have to. But they should have the better pace at the moment. You know, Gironi just getting really close, and now I think Rossi made a mistake. And now Gironi, oh no, Rossi makes a big mistake, and Gironi is happy to the lead of the race with 2.5 laps to go. Gironi now down into second place. Meanwhile, Ruiz is getting caught up by Corvid, and this is the battle for the last podium position. But meanwhile, Rossi is trying to get that slipstream back from Gironi. And now there goes, Gironi makes a mistake. Now Rosim tried to go for the move on the outside. Can he do it? And yes, he can. Rosim is up to the lead. But this battle might certainly cost him dearly because Ruiz is up there. Now they're going side by side, rubbing their cars against each other. Now Rosim is going to keep the lead of this race. As you can see, Ruiz really trying to catch up to them. He's just right there. But right now Gironi has no choice but to Rosim, because this is the final lap, so here we go now. Rosim is trying to keep the inside now, Gironi is keeping himself behind, but here we go now, Gironi might try the inside line. He's gonna stay behind right now. You see they're making these twisty corners right now. I think Gironi is gonna lose some time, and this is gonna help Rosim quite massively in this race. And here we go now, Rosim is running away with this. Here we go now, it's Rosim is gonna take the win of the Czech Republic Grand Prix. Now Corvid is gonna take third place from Ruiz right in the end. So Ruiz is gonna be P3 now, Levy finishing P5, then it's Kubo now making the last mistake. What is happening with Kubo? He's gonna let his teammate pass him. And it's Shake finishing P7. It's gonna be Kraft and Game on Goose. Yeah, now I cannot really see the order. Oh my god. Right, so we got Carmona finishing the race. Oh, she's still yet to do another lap. Alright, so Rosim will take the win of this race, and he's gonna take fastest lap, so that's 26 points for him. Then you have Gironi in second, followed by Corvid, who's gonna finish on the podium today, so congrats to him. Then we have Ruiz P4, followed by Levin, then it's the Ricard Auto drivers, Guetzli and Kubo, followed by Jake, then you have Kraft and Gemon who's completing the top 10. Then it's gonna be Andrews, Suisse, then you have Emma Box and Carmona. Alright, so the race.
Jeru so close.
Oh my god, Corvid. That was so frustrating.
Well, I know what not to do in the SL race. I thought, fuck it, we'll go 15 laps on hard, see how this turns out.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
so that-
right at the start, me and Corvid were.
Sorry, Jake, for that first overtake. I completely wiped you out.
It's fine, I wiped Jero out, so I felt bad, so I waited. I don't know how the contact I did with Jero resulted in that crash. I was so confused.
Yeah, what
So
happened
got-
when you crashed? Was it me or what happened?
It was with Jero, and I think I was going up the inside, or Jero, I don't know, and I just kind of hit the side of them, and they just flew into the fucking barrier. I don't know how it resulted in that crash, but I thought I'll wait for them because I felt kind of bad.
Yeah, it was really.